Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. The Bucs have interviewed a handful of offensive coordinator candidates so far and appear to be winding down their search as the first week without Liam Coen draws to a close. There appears to be a common thread or two in most of these candidates that will be the topic of today's Pewter Pulse live from Mobile, Alabama at the Senior Bowl. But first, your reminder, hit the thumbs up button, give us a like on this video and all of our videos. Also leave a comment. Doing those things helps us with the YouTube algorithm, gets us in front of more fantastic Bucs fans like you. So thank you very much. So let's talk about the latest scoop on Tampa Bay's offensive coordinator search and how the Bucs may have already found their man. Here are the candidates that Tampa Bay has been interested in so far. The Bucs have interviewed Minnesota pass game coordinator and assistant quarterbacks coach Grant Udinski, Rams pass game specialist Nate Scheelhaase, Rams quarterbacks coach Dave Ragone, Rams tight ends coach and pass game coordinator Nick Caley, Chargers pass game coordinator Marcus Brady, and Bucs pass game coordinator Josh Grizzard, who we've talked about for weeks now at Pewter Report. And we broke the story on Tuesday that he was going to get interviewed, which happened on Wednesday. There are some common threads in the Bucs coaching search, the first of which is youth. Udinski is the youngest at age 28. Scheelhaase and Grizzard are 34. Caley is 42. And Ragone and Brady are the oldest at age 45. When the Bucs hired Dave Canales, he was 42. And Liam Coen was just 38 when he was hired. So these coaches fit the bill in terms of age and the energy that most younger coaches bring to the table. There is another component to all this, which is likely, the most important thread of all, and that is that most of these candidates are disciples of Rams head coach Sean McVay, which of course is what Coen was, and by extension, Canales was via Shane Waldron. Scheelhaase, Ragone, and Caley, who you see pictured here, are current Rams assistants, and Udinski works with Kevin O'Connell up in Minnesota. The Vikings head coach came from LA himself as a former Sean McVay assistant. The outlier in all of this is Marcus Brady, and that's why he might get the least amount of consideration. The main reason why the Bucs are so enamored with Rams assistants is simple. It's continuity. Cohen's Rams-based scheme worked amazingly well in 2024, and Tampa Bay's offense took to new heights. The Bucs could even run the ball and were top 5 in that category after back-to-back years of finishing dead last in the league rushing the ball. Baker Mayfield will be on his 8th offensive coordinator in 8 years in the league. With the Bucs' new hire, that's not good. So get the man some familiarity. He's your $100 million quarterback after all. And if Todd Bowles and Jason Light want to find someone who is from the Rams system and can simply operate Cohen's playbook, the Bucs can not only achieve some continuity for the players like Mayfield, but also for the coaching staff, which the team is very fond of. New offensive line coach Kevin Carberry came from the Rams and made a huge impact along the line with Brian Picucci, the assistant offensive line coach. New receivers coach Brian McClendon and new tight ends coach Justin Peel were difference makers as well, as their positions also leveled up in 2024. My guess is that the Bucs have already found their man, and it's either Grizzard or Caley, who has gotten rave reviews around the league, in addition to interviews already with the Jets and the Texans for their vacant offensive coordinator positions. Grizzard was on Tampa Bay's staff last season and already has a rapport with Baker Mayfield after spending last year working closely with him as the pass game coordinator and also being Liam Coen's ace on third downs. Tampa Bay finished first in the NFL in third down conversion percentage on offense at 51.1%. Thanks to Grizzard, that was his specialty. Over the last 2 years, the Bucs have interviewed at least 10 candidates in trying to find their next offensive coordinator, whether it was Canales 2 years ago or Coen last year. But this year's interview process seems much more focused and condensed. I'm not sure if they're going to get the double digits this year. There are some common threads between these candidates in terms of youth and a familiarity with the Rams-based offensive system that Liam Coen brought to Tampa Bay last year. No matter who takes over in 2025, the offense is not guaranteed to pick up where it left off. Heck, if Liam Coen even returned this year, there's no guarantee that the Bucs would just automatically average 29 and a half points per game. Again, there's no such thing as a sure thing in the NFL or in life. But the Bucs are on the right track with wanting to pursue continuity and familiarity. It's so much easier to try to pick up where you left off rather than starting over from scratch with a brand new system and brand new terminology and brand new assistant coaches on offense. Heck, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Caley would be a very solid hire, and his transition would be pretty seamless given his time with McVay out there in LA. Grizzard would be ideal because everything could stay the same, from the system that was installed last year to the staff, along with some new wrinkles and twists that Grizzard could add as a first-time play caller, of course. It seems like Todd Bowles and Jason Light wanted to bring in some Rams guys early in the process to compare with and contrast to Grizzard, whom they already know. If I had to bet, either Grizzard or Caley gets the job as of right now. But stay tuned to Pewter Report for more Bucs coverage, and we'll have the latest up-to-date news on our offensive coordinator search right here in Tampa, even though I'm in Mobile. And also make sure that you check us out on Pewter Report TV. That's our YouTube channel where you can find the Pewter Report podcasts, the Pewter Pulse episodes that I do, and other great Bucs video content. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's free. We're over 17,000 subscribers, thanks to you. Make sure you follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report and pewterreport.com for all of the latest on the Bucs offensive coordinator search and the Senior Bowl live from Mobile. And I'll be back soon with the new Pewter Pulse.